Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing great. Let's solve fourth problem of weekly contest 488. Maximum score using exactly k pairs. You are given two integer arrays nums1 and nums2 of length n and m respectively and an integer k. You must choose exactly k pair of indices, okay, such that 0 is less than or equal to I1, less than or equal to I2, and so on and so forth. Okay, and the same holds true for J. For each chosen pair, you gain a score of nums1 of I times nums2 of J. The total score is summation of all the product of the selected pairs. Return the integer representing the maximum achievable score. Okay, so let's, by seeing this problem, if you see I and J has various options. Okay, at any given index I have either to select a particular index as part of my pair, or I can skip the current number as part of my pair. The same holds true for J. Okay, so let's define a function called f of ijk, which will return the maximum score. Okay, if I don't want the current index as part of my product, as part of my pair, and I is basically pointing to nums and j is basically pointing to nums2. Okay, let's say I want to skip both the numbers from nums1 and nums2. Okay, then the answer will be f of I plus 1 plus f of I plus 1 comma j plus 1 comma k, where we are skipping both the numbers from both the arrays. Now if I only want to skip from the first array, then answer would be this, f of I plus 1 comma j comma k. If I want to skip from nums2, then my answer will be coming from f of I comma I plus j plus 1 comma k. Now if I want to skip the current index from both the arrays, then my answer will be the score of the current pair plus the score coming from the rest, right? So since I've chosen one pair, I will be decreasing my k by 1. Okay, so the overall answer will be minimum of all these four options. Okay, since we want to maximize it, the answer will be maximum of all these pairs. Okay, now let's look at the base cases. Okay, the moment we have selected all the pairs, k pairs, that means I have to there are no more pairs which we have to select, then we will return 0. If any one of the index exceed the bounds, then I will be returning a mean value saying that there is no way we can obtain k pairs. Okay, now let's try to look at the implementation. It's just the same implementation. I just define a variable called answer as a int minimum value, and then this is the first option we have, skipping both, and we are trying to maximize it. This is the second option we have, where we are skipping I. This is the third option we have, where we are skipping j, and this is the fourth option where we are taking both the values and getting the answer from the rest. Okay, if the rest answer to select k minus 1 pairs, if it is not equal to mean value, that means I got a valid I've selected valid pairs from the rest of the array, and then the answer will be the maximum answer of, so for the answer comma the nums1 of I times nums2 of j plus current. Okay, in the end my answer will hold the maximum score which we can gain by selecting k pairs. Okay, as you can see, I, j, k are taking values from 0 to n. I is taking value from 0 to n, j is taking value from 0 to m, k is taking values from k to 0. Okay, and if you draw the tree diagram, you will notice that there are certain problems which are actually overlapping, so we will try to catch those values. Okay, so I've just defined a dp array, okay, which is of size n, m and k plus 1, and then if the value was already computed, then we will be returning the value, or else we will recompute the answer. Here we have defined the base case k equal to 0, and here we have defined the other base case. Okay, so this is pretty easy problem. Okay, even though it's marked as hard, this is easy problem. If you submit this, all the test cases will be passed, and If you look at the time complexity is basically we are trying to compute all these states, which will be n times m times k. The overall time complexity is big of n times m times k. And the space complexity is also same because we are using this extra space. Okay, that's all about this problem. If you like the explanation, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, or also share your valuable feedback in the comment section. Thank you.